Hey there everyone, we are coming to you from Antalya, Turkey right now. Before I do any videos from Turkey, I want to go over our expenses for the month we were in Herceg, Novi, Montenegro. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. As always, we'll start with our most expensive category, and that's lodging. But before I tell you how much it cost, I'm going to show you a video of where we stayed, what it looked like, then I'll come back and tell you what that cost for 28 nights. So we just checked into our Airbnb in Herceg Novi, Montenegro, and I'll give you a quick tour. We got our bathroom here, shower, little washing machine. It's just a one-bedroom unit. Here's the bedroom here. And it does have a little deck out here where mainly we will use this to dry our clothes because we've got a better deck on the other side. But you do have a water view here, but it's better on the other one, as you will see. A little bit of art on the wall. And coming in, so here's a full-size fridge. And a lot of room in the freezer. The kitchen, we'll put that microwave down on the ground so Sonny has some room. At least we got 4 burners and an oven. Here is our table, and we got a really big couch. We can definitely both lie down on this thing. And some artwork and a table there. And good sized TV. AC here and in the bedroom, and here's where we're going to spend some time. Sonny's already hanging out in the hanging chair here. And there's our view of, this is still, I guess, officially the Bay of Kotor. It's kind of close to this is about the last part of it, next to the Adriatic Sea. And that's our Airbnb for the next 28 nights. Okay, so that was our Airbnb for 28 nights in Herceg Novi, Montenegro. And I'm going to look at the phone for the numbers. That cost us $1,258.45. Now that was our least expensive Airbnb since we started our travels last May. So it was definitely a good deal for the month. High season kind of just ended there, so we got a good deal on it. As you can see, we had a great view of the bay. We really enjoyed that. We were staying about a 30-minute walk away from Old Town, and we really enjoyed being in the neighborhood we were in, which is called Melanie. And then we enjoyed the half-hour walk into Old Town on a beautiful promenade. And since high season had ended, we had the promenade most evenings or days to ourselves. Some nice restaurants or drinking establishments on the way, which we enjoyed as well. We don't think we would stay in that same Airbnb unit that we stayed in, so I'm not going to leave the link to that, but we would stay in that neighborhood again, and we would definitely come back to Herceg Novi. Looking forward to doing that sometime in the future. Next category is groceries. We spent $447.77 on groceries for the entire month. And we did cook a lot of our meals at home, most of them like we usually do. We had 4 grocery stores in the neighborhood. They were all medium-sized stores. We didn't have any real big stores, and they were missing some of the items we normally like to get in some of the larger stores that we've shopped at in previous destinations. No tofu or tempeh for me, so that was kind of a bummer, but Sonny did a great job cooking with the ingredients that were available to us there. Okay, moving on, let's talk about dining and drinks. So this month for dining and drinks, we spent $919.29. Yeah, that was our most expensive dining and drinks category since we've been traveling. And we didn't have a coffee maker in our place, so every morning we did go out for coffee to one of the local places. We only ate out about 12 times for lunch or dinner, but a few of those places were more expensive. Some of our favorite places we went to, Cantina 65 is awesome. They have one in Old Town Herceg Novi, and in a nearby town, Genovice, they have a buffet, which we went to a few times as well. Sunny really liked another restaurant over there called Novi, which is also owned by the same owner who owns the Cantina 65. She went for the Sunday brunch there. We liked Savina Winery, where we didn't eat, but we went up on the hill, and the tasting experience there is very expensive, but you can get a couple of glasses of wine and hang out and enjoy the view there, which we did. There was Restaurant Rosemarine, which is the place we had dinner on our last night in town, and that was one of the more expensive ones, but a really nice place to eat right next to the marina. And La Jour is the coffee place we would go to inside of where Rosemarine is. That's at a hotel, and it's a really nice hotel, and on the rainy days we would go there for coffee. Levant was a place where we would eat a couple of times. Favorite beachside restaurant, and I think that's it. So yeah, it was a little bit more expensive than what we're used to, but again, we were going out every morning for coffee, and this also includes any time we went out for beer, wine, snacks, whatever. So $9, $19, $29 for dining and drinks for our 28 days in Herceg Novi. Okay, how about transportation? We spent $178.17 for the month on transportation costs. Most of that was a day trip we took up to Dubrovnik, Croatia. We hired a private transportation, and he took us up to Dubrovnik, dropped us off, and we hung out in town there for probably a good 8 hours. He waited around and then took us back. So that was $132 just for that. This price for the month also includes our transportation from Kotor to Herceg Novi, and a few local bus rides we did. So overall, pretty good considering we went up to Croatia and back. $178.17 for the month. All right, moving on. We are talking about entertainment now, and we spent $165.18 for entertainment for the month. We did a boat tour to Jonjic Beach, I think that's how it's pronounced, and the Blue Cave. It was really great place to hang out on the beach for a couple of hours. Beautiful beach. We did go swimming there, and then had some food and drinks at the local restaurant on the beach. We also did a full day tour to Cetinje and Lovsan National Park, and that was really nice as well. We went in and toured one of the forts in Old Town, and that's included as well. And then we've got our monthly streaming. We had Hulu, which I've since canceled, and we've added Peacock, so those are included in this month as well. But anyway, $178.17 for entertainment for our month. Okay, well, I had to change locations. I was filming with a restaurant right behind me, and they started cranking music, which did not work. So we are here right by the cliffs in Antalya, Turkey. Old Town is kind of right behind me, and that's Konyaaltı Beach over that way, if you can see. You'll see that in future videos. But anyway, let's move on to the next category of our monthly expenses in Herceg Novi, Montenegro, and that would be phone. We spent a grand total of $10.50. We had to get an eSIM for myself. Sunny had remaining eSIM from Kotor, same country, and she had extra days and gigabytes, so she didn't have to get another one, but I ran out and had to get one, so $10.50. We use Airlo, that's the company. We so far have got an eSIM for every destination we've gone, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Seems to be working well for us. So again, $10.50 for the month for our phone expense. Next up is our medical expenses, or I guess I could call it the health category. You'll see why. But our monthly medical premium is always the bulk of the expense in this category, and that is $337, and that covers both of us. It's through Cigna Global is the medical provider or the insurance company that we use, and I went ahead and paid for a year in advance, but I've just broken it up, and so $337 is our monthly medical premium for the both of us. We haven't had to use it yet, but it's there if we need it. Also, pretty much every place we go, Sunny's been getting a gym membership, and she did again this past month. Very close to where we lived. It was great. So she just take off in the morning, go do her workout routine in the gym, and then I would meet her when she's done, and we would go basically, well, right across the street, and we would go to our morning coffee place. Our monthly medical and the gym membership combined is $372.76. Okay, what about miscellaneous expenses? And these would be anything we spent money on that does not fall into any of the previously mentioned categories. So for the month, we spent $123.38 on miscellaneous stuff. And what did we do this month? Well, like last month when we were in Kotor, we had to go to the local tourist tax office when we checked into Herceg Novi and pay our tourist tax. Montenegro charges €1 per person per day for however long you're going to be visiting. Again, we were there for 28 days, so that was €28 for me, €28 for Sunny. So the morning after we got there, we went down and paid €56. So that was a good chunk of it. We also bought some sunscreen while we were there, as we're using a lot of it because the weather is great. And we got a floaty for Sunny, and we got a beach umbrella, and we've got our monthly VPN expense as well, which that's the cheapest of all the VPN. It's like $3 or less than $4 a month, and we use NordVPN, and we put it on our Fire Stick so we can stream shows we want to see, and also put it on our phones, tablets, computer, just for security reasons. So anyway, for the month, $123.38 on those miscellaneous expenses. Okay, so let's total it up. What did we spend for 28 days in Herceg Novi, Montenegro? We spent $3,475.50. Very well spent money. We really enjoyed our time. It was a completely different experience than Kotor, Montenegro, even though it's only about an hour drive away. But Kotor has all the cruise ships showing up every day. Almost every single day they have at least one cruise ship, and someday they have 2, 3, or even 4 cruise ships. So making it just crazy and hectic if you want to go into Old Town or walk around or drive through. So after we left that, going to Herceg Novi, we would see the cruise ships go by right past our place because we still had the water view, but they wouldn't stop. And also high season had just ended, and it was just a much more peaceful experience for us. We really felt comfortable, felt at home. And after we left Kotor, we weren't sure that we would come back to Montenegro just because we really loved the natural beauty and everything Kotor offered, but the crowds were just too much for such a small area. But Herceg Novi made us reconsider, and I think we will definitely go back. That was more our style, more our speed. We really enjoyed the long walks on the promenade into town, and it still has all the natural beauty too. And we loved the boat trips and the day trips we took up to the national park and Satinje inland. And yeah, it was a wonderful 28 days, and we will be back. So anyone considering going there, it definitely gets a thumbs up from us. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. If you did, we'd appreciate a thumbs up, or subscribe if you haven't already. We are looking forward to bringing you videos from where we currently are, which is this beautiful town in Turkey. And we are going to be going one other or a couple of other destinations in Turkey and show you those as well, then moving on. So hope to see you on those videos as well. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next one.